Alright, Tom, I need to lock in. I need to lock in. Suck my balls! Oh my fucking Christ, dude. Fighting this boss is like fighting this. And your safe spot is literally this. That's your safe spot. Fucking Christ. I can't feel you. You can't leave me now. My soul traveled back to my body. You know what? Kimura's ass is staying back. Since her bitch ass wanted to get in there in the first place. With the Black Spider Clan. Fuck them. Is it just me? Or has this character not done this the entire game? A game by the Game Kitchen. everyone choose to sacrifice the hoe, man, fuck that hoe. And fuck the Black Spider Clan. They wanted to make a deal with his ass, that's what they got. That's what the fuck they got. She is so hot. Fellas, all pussy is not good pussy. The one that you might think is amazing could very well be a demon. Just saying. Or a Black Spider Clan ninja, which is the worst. She might be a demon. Well, this channel isn't safe for monster fuckers. I didn't say that. Not all demons are monsters. And not all monsters are demons. The word of the wise. I'm spitting here. Well, the soundtrack for this game is amazing. It is so good. There it is. And I killed the boss in less than 4 minutes. Yeah, I smoked his ass. I'm missing one secret level. I guess it's time for a review then. Shit. All right. Well, it's safe to say that I am not at all very good at these games, but the game kitchen quite literally never fucking misses. Every game that they've ever made, banger after banger after banger. So for every single one of their games, the controls, all of them felt super tight, super responsive. It played They all play really well. And then especially when it came to Ninja Gaiden, I never played any of the Ninja Gaidens back in the day. I don't know if chat has. I don't know if y'all have back in the day on the old Nintendo consoles, but I've never did, so I guess you could say this is my first 2D Ninja Gaiden experience. This one was difficult. I can definitely say this one was difficult. I was not expecting it to be so difficult, honestly, because the other two games that GameKitchen did, the Blasphemous ones, they were challenging, but they were not difficult. But I definitely found this game to be pretty difficult. It was, I mean, you can kind of compare this one to like a Twitch shooter with how fast and on top your freaking reflexes have to be. And frankly, I'm reaching Unk status and my reflexes are just not there anymore. So that was ultimately the biggest pain in the fucking dick. But outside of the difficulty, I really did have a fun time. I felt a lot of it. I felt for 90% of the game, there was never a point where I felt like, okay, this is utter bullshit. You know, obviously I'd make the comments just because I was fucking crashing out. But truthfully and honestly, I never really felt like this game really gave a whole bunch of bullshit. Other than the last stage where you started to fight the little crawly boys. Those were fucking annoying. Those were annoying. And I didn't really like the stage, the part in the last stage as well, where the fire's coming up and you have to platform up. And the reasons why I don't like those two things is because, one, the game has enough inputs already. And there's so much in the game going on as is. And adding a mob where you have to manually crouch down to hit, no matter if it's throwing a knife or just hitting it with your sword, I just think that it is unnecessary, arbitrary difficulty that just makes for a more annoying experience than it does actually fun. And then in terms of the stage, I just think that the devs just need to increase the speed as to which the actual stage parallaxes upwards, because what was happening is that when you would moving up would be fine and all, but yet you'd have to fight these mobs. The mobs are 3-hit, so then you're trying to get a high enough ground to fight them, but you quite literally can't because you're getting locked out of getting higher. So then ultimately what's happening is you try to get too high and then you get knocked down by the mob because they're 3 hits. And if you don't hit them, you know, pretty consecutively, pretty quick, you get knocked down and you basically get insta-killed. I also didn't like how the mobs kind of sort of blended in with the arena as well. I hope that they take away from it a little bit. So that way it makes visibility a whole lot better. And ultimately, that's really my complaints. One thing that I do wish that they did do is, so when you become Komori and when you become Komori, you can use the mechanics where you throw a knife at the floating eye and it teleports you. The game doesn't explain that you don't have to throw a kunai in order for it to actually register as a hit to teleport you. You can guillotine jump on top of it, or whatever it is, guillotine crash, whatever it's called. You can double jump on top of it to make you move forward. And I got stuck on one of the little side stages for her because I kept trying to perfectly time to throw a knife and it just wasn't working. And ultimately I accidentally figured out that you can just hit the eye with a double jump and it would port you. So then once I found that out, a lot of those just really just became so much less frustrating to get through because of that. So I really did wish the game explained, hey, you can either throw a knife or you can hit it, and then just ran you through a tutorial that way. But the way that they explained it, it seemed like it was very one-dimensional, and there was other tech to be able to interact with those. Yeah, outside of that, I really found everything else with the game to be amazing. I have no other complaints. Um, obviously the sprites and the animations are fucking peak. They were in the first two entries. They were in this game. I do wish that the devs did add some voiceovers, but I guess they were just kind of trying to keep it to form, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of sort of a nitpick, so it's really a non-issue. Yeah, everything in terms of the artwork, level design, everything was great. My favorite part about this whole game is the OST. It is fucking banger after banger after banger. Each different stage, each zone in the stage, they all have their own soundtracks. They all sound completely different. They all blend in with one another. And they all really get that old school 90s like rock, funk, fusion. It is amazing. It is a fucking 1,000 out of 10. And honestly, if at least the soundtrack isn't nominated for the Game Awards or the Golden Joysticks or whatever, something, game was fucking robbed. Honestly, the only game so far that has a soundtrack to the point to where it's like, holy fucking shit, this is amazing, is Clair Obscur so far this year. So far, absolutely. I also really appreciated the amount of enemy variety that this game has, because honestly, I played Ninja Gaiden Black Remake earlier this year, and this game had more enemy variety and variations than that game did at all. And I know that it was a complete remake. It was basically using the same skeleton in terms of everything about it, but I really enjoyed how much enemy variety this game had. It really felt fresh throughout the entire experience. So yeah, I mean, I can't. Yeah. To say that this game is anything less than a 10 out of 10, I literally think you'd be joking yourself. I think there's a lot of fucking boomers who play this game who kind of feels that it's mid, but I don't know. To somebody who kind of plays these games, every once in a while, this game was a fucking 10 out of 10. And then you literally cannot beat a game of this quality for the price. You can't. I mean, the game is literally $22. I honest to God think this game is fucking. It's $25. The game's $25 fucking dollars. You cannot beat a game of this quality for $25. Honest to God. And it's like in terms of replayability, I can go back and play this game on hard, which I might do off stream when I have nothing else to do, and then I can also go back and S rank all the stages. I mean, this game's got a lot. The game has a lot of replayability. So for $25 to get all of that, and then I think I am at. What am I at? 7.5 hours. So let's just say 8 hours of gameplay. And I think I literally missed only one side mission, which if I go back, it'd probably just take me another 30 minutes, 45 minutes to go and do total. And then to go back and do everything on hard mode and S ranking, you could easily get a solid 20 hours out of this game. Maybe even 30, depending on how much of a perfectionist you are as a player. I mean, this game has a lot of value for its cost. So I mean, I literally have no complaints for any of it. And honestly, I would recommend it to honestly anybody who just wants to have a nice challenge with a good polish and just an overall good game for $20. Like if somebody was to come up to me and say, "Hey, hey, what you playing? I'm looking for something new to play, bro. Go fucking buy the Ninja Gaiden. It's 20. It's literally $20. It's 20 fucking dollars. Go buy it." And it's like if you don't like it within like the first 2 hours, which is, I mean, we could probably just say like obviously like a quarter of the game. If you don't like the first quarter of the game, then just refund it. Yeah. I overall think it's a fantastic experience. So